Okay, so looks like we have a pretty good hand. 2 lords, 2 land, we have a Null Rod, we have some interaction. It's not a Force of Will. It'd be great if one of these was a Force of Will. I'm gonna go ahead and keep. So it looks like we're playing Dredge. This could be a rough game 1. So now this hand would have been a lot better if we had had a Strip Mine or a Wasteland. Because we can be pretty confident that they mulligan down to a Bazaar. So the Null Rod's not going to be super useful here. So I think we just kind of hope they have a slow start. Which they probably won't with that Bazaar. Although they might not find a Dredger right away with how much they had to mulligan. This would have been better if it was a Wasteland. So we'll go ahead and name Merfolk. And I think we just get aggressive here. Ouch, 2 Grave Trolls. Yeah, so I think we're probably dead here. Let's see what they exiled. Yeah, there's nothing really in here that they're missing. So they've got the Narc Amoeba. Got a couple of Bridge from Belows. Got a couple more Narc Amoeba, so they're probably Cabal Therapy. And they've got the Vengeful Pharaohs, which are pretty rough for us. So I don't really know if we can win this game. I mean, I could Mental Misstep this, but I doubt they're going to be naming any of the cards in our hand. They'll probably be naming like Force of Will. So let's see what they named. So they named Force of Will. Yeah, so I think we'll just go ahead and concede this game. I don't really see us winning that. So we'll bring in the Tormod's Crypt, a couple Grafdigger's Cages. I like Surgical Extraction. I'm going to bring in some Stifles and a Chain of Vapor. So they're running Pitch Dredge. They're probably running a Transformative Sideboard. I think we can probably take Missteps out. The only thing it'll hit is Cabal Therapy. Which, I mean, could be important, but I think that some of the hate we're bringing in is a little bit better. I don't want to go too threat light. So take out the Null Rods. Take out the Mental Missteps. I think we'd take out a Dismember. So it leaves us with one card to cut. I actually like bringing in another Ghost Quarter. Maybe 2 Ghost Quarters. I think I can take out 2 Caverns. Well, yeah, I think it's fine. We've got a lot of blue sources. And probably a True-Name Nemesis. It's a little bit slow for this matchup. Go ahead and submit that. We'll definitely want to play first again. So 2 Wasteland is fine. We have Cursecatcher and a Grafdigger's Cage. We're going to go ahead and keep this. So we have Wastelands for Bazaars. We got a Grafdigger's Cage to try to fight the graveyard strategies. And then having 2 Wastelands is pretty nice just in case it's something like a if they're going like dark depths. So I think we Wasteland here. They'll get 1 Bazaar activation. It's possible I would have wanted to lead with the first Wasteland, so that way I would have had the option to have 2 Wasteland this turn. But getting a threat on the board might not be so bad either. So I don't see any Dredgers. If you've just joined the stream, welcome. This is round 1 of the Vintage Daily. So I'm Merfolk playing against Dredge, pitch Dredge. So this is game 2. I lost game 1 as expected, but I had a pretty good opening hand for game 2. Double Wasteland and a Grafdigger's Cage. It's about as good as I can hope for. Alright, well, I'm actually drawing a lot of cards I like seeing. So I think we'll go Wasteland again. Cast a Silvergill Adept. And hopefully draw into another blue source. It'd be nice to cast one of these lords. So things seem to be turning out pretty well. There's definitely a lot Dredge can do, but if they're on the Dark Depths plan, then they're still a little ways away from being able to get into a Merit Age. So I'm still feeling, relatively confident about this match. Next turn I'll be able to Wasteland and play a Lord, or depending on what I see come out, I might be able to Strimon and Wasteland the same turn. So it looks like I'll spend a turn Wastelanding. Wow. So this is really great. I kind of have them off of the graveyard plan, and with all these strip mines and wastelands, it's just really going to be hard for them to go the Merit Age route. So what do we see? We see Narcomoeba. So let's go ahead and play a Lord. Get kind of aggressive. And now we're set up really well around out these Wastelands and Strip Mines. So we got a pretty good clock going. I think this is going to be lethal next turn. So I think we just attack here. I mean, they could get like a Narcomoeba. But with the Grafdigger's Cage, actually, that's still not even going to save them. Alright, so we got game 2. I think I still like this configuration. They might be going back to the graveyard plan, but fortunately, we don't have to really pick and choose between fighting the transformative sideboard that goes into like Merit Lage and the Dark Depths combo, because we already sort of mainboard the 5 the Wastelands and the Strip Mine. We did bring in 2 additional Ghost Quarters, but that's already kind of part of our strategy as Merfolk. So being able to bring the Graveyard Hate, attack them on the Graveyard angle. Already have the Wastelands and Strip Mines, a couple Ghost Quarters, attack them on the sort of the lands angle. It's about as good as we can do. I also brought in 2 Stifle, which can hit a Bizarre trigger. It can hit the Merit Lage or the Dark Depths activation. But going on the being on the draw against Dredge is never, you never feel safe. So we'll see how it goes. So I have a Wasteland and a Surgical Extraction. If we could get a Bizarre, we don't really have any pressure, which is kind of unfortunate. But we do have a lot of interaction. I like the Wasteland and Surgical Extraction plan if they did actually... I'm going to go ahead and keep that. If they did actually kind of convert back to the graveyard strategy and just try to race us, then I think being able to hit a Bizarre and then Surgical Extract, that's going to be really good. So there's our pressure. And we'll be able to hit True-Name Nemesis this turn if we wanted to. So I think we Wasteland here. Well, great, they did not find another Dredger. So they had another Bazaar. So let's go ahead and take a picture of their hand. So they have Thespian Stage and an Urborg. And so we've got the Wasteland. Oh, we actually just used the Wasteland. So what do we have? I think we just have some pressure. Put out the True-Name. I think that's about as good as we can go. They only have an Icarid, Narcomoeba, Cabal Therapy, so they're not really set up to do anything out of their graveyard either. And we have 5, 6. We have 6 more land destruction cards in our deck. So I think I'm feeling pretty good right now. So there's a Force of Will. That does let us cast our Lord of Atlantis and still have some counter magic back up, although I don't know how useful these are going to be in this matchup anymore because they're probably just going to be on the Dark Depths plan.
The perfect time to get a handle on clutter. Get an HDX 27-gallon storage tote, a special buy at just $8.97. You'll save $3. Tough, stackable, and they hold up to 750 pounds. Put clutter in its place and keep money.
So there's Merfolk.
The Store More Save More event going on now at the Home Depot.
All right, now we've got a pretty good clock going.
Valid through January 29th in store and online.
3 turns, so they'll have 3 turns to find their combo. So I'm going to Ancestral here and hopefully find another land destruction. Unfortunately... Okay, so Chain of Vapor is really good. So if they are able to make a Merit Lage token, I'm going to be able to Chain of Vapor it. And then I have Forcible backup, so I'm feeling pretty confident right now that we've got this. And then I've got lethal next turn with the Master of the Pearl Trident. So let's see if they were able to find a Dark Depths. Nope, just another Urborg. So we're going to run out the Wasteland, play a Master, leave up an island for Chain of Vapor, and hopefully swinging for lethal here. Sweet, so we won our first match, so we're 1-0.